Good morning. What is going on, everybody? Arizona sports fan family, how we doing out here today? Monday is today. Black Monday is today. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, I spent most of my morning refreshing my Twitter page, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not on that same kick, I don't know what to tell you here, ladies and gentlemen, but this is the day that we all have been waiting for quite some time, ladies and gentlemen. The Arizona Cardinals right now have a huge decision, and I mean an absolute huge decision in front of them right now. Now, is Michael Bidwell going to do the right thing? Is Michael Bidwell going to continue how things have been running in the Bidwell family for years and years to come? This is it. This is it, y'all. This is the day right here. This is the day that we all been waiting for from this terrible season that we've been having to endure. This awful God season, ladies and gentlemen. We have made it. We have made it. We have made it. Now, there has been some firings already pertaining to firings in the NFL. And there is some growing concerns pertaining to Cardinal fans being a little concerned that, hey, what's going on, right? Why isn't Cliff Kingsbury getting fired already, right? I've had at least 3-4 DMs with people letting me know, Mike, what's happening? Why is he not fired yet? All I can say right now is there was a report that came out from Adam Schefter earlier today, and I mean 4 hours ago, ladies and gentlemen. It really concerns me that these men don't sleep. I had a hard time sleeping last night. Personally, I couldn't sleep because of how big these news was going to be if it did go down. But this was the report that came out 4 hours ago. So that puts us at 5 a.m. our time. And this is from Adam Schefter. And it reads this: Cardinals owner Michael Bidwell and head coach Cliff Kingsbury are scheduled to have their annual postseason meeting this afternoon, per league sources. This is the latest report that we ended up getting from any big time reporter out there, right? And when you're talking about big time reporter, you're talking about Adam Schefter, Ian Rappaport, Tom Pelissero, that type of stuff. So this is the latest report that we ended up getting. Now, what does this mean, right? What does this exactly mean here? Does this mean that we literally have to wait till the afternoon where we had people already get fired? Now, we all knew that Michael Bidwell loves to do what he does, right? Michael Bidwell loves to speak to everybody at the end of the season to figure out, right? Hey, what's going to be new going forward, right? So that's the latest news pertaining to Cliff Kingsbury. But we did get some breaking news a little earlier as well. Whether you think of it's breaking news or whether you don't think it's breaking news, I personally do, which honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of the full report, but there was breaking news that did transpire earlier today, ladies and gentlemen, and it has to do with our general manager, Steve Keim. And this is what the report said. As owner Michael Bidwell and the Arizona Cardinals enter the offseason, sources tell The Score that Steve Keim will not retain as GM, but team isn't shutting down the door on him remaining with the franchise in a lesser capacity. Keim is currently away for health-related reasons. And on the bottom here, Cardinals will not retain Steve Keim as the GM, but they will not close the door for him basically being cut off of the entirety of the organization. So this is the latest breaking news that we ended up getting, right? This is one of the domino pieces that needed to fall for Arizona Cardinal fans to consider, and I mean to consider possibly renewing those season tickets, right? Or to consider paying attention to the 2023 season. That is the latest breaking news pertaining to Steve Keim. Now, to me, I think this is a win, right? I personally do think that this is a win, but I don't like the idea of the Arizona Cardinals just not like getting rid of him in general. Why? Why aren't we getting rid of him in general, right? Now, I get it. He is currently on a health-related leave right now, right? I get it. He's on a health-related leave. And if you don't know the world of business and if you don't know the world of HR, the moment that you're on a leave, ladies and gentlemen, nobody can touch you. Nobody can touch you because of obviously the privacy and everything that goes along with FMLA and laws and blah, 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 right? So that might be coming into play here, right? Right? This might be coming into play here. Being that he is on leave right now for a health-related issue, technically they can't fire him. But there is news saying that he is no longer going to be the GM of the Arizona Cardinals. But the team isn't shutting down the door on him remaining with the franchise in a lesser capacity. So, however you feel about this, I think this is a huge win for the Arizona Cardinals. Truly. Truly, truly, truly. I feel like this is an absolute huge win for the Arizona Cardinals. Because, let's be honest, Steve Keim making these decisions, it needed to change, right? It needed to change. Let me get to my first super chat of the day. Let's say, what's up, Jason? What's up, brother? He said, this franchise needs a major overhaul, period. Oh, facts. Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%. 100%. I think you're correct, and I got some reasons for you right here, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna have a fun-filled show for you today, ladies and gentlemen. We got the stats, we got the facts. We're gonna talk about all that stuff, and I agree with you. I think this franchise needs an absolute overhaul. I'm right there with you. At one point, I was considering the idea of Adrian Wilson and Quinn Harris, right? At one point. But if you really think about it, the co-GMs, like that's just a weird thing, right? It's a weird thing. And the Arizona Cardinals will pull some crap like that, right? Like we're going to have co-GMs, ladies and gentlemen, going into the 2023 season. Nah. Pick one or don't pick any of them. None of this co-GM crap. Nah. No. I'm not down with it. Now, Vance Joseph has been one of the biggest things, right? A lot of people have been asking, right? The big storylines, what's happening with Vance Joseph. Honestly, to me, Vance Joseph is the minimal thing I'm thinking of right now. Minimal. Unless he becomes the new head coach of the Arizona Cardinals right now, he's the most minimal thing that I'm thinking of right now. So my main concerns and my main thoughts is Steve Keim is gone as the GM of the Arizona Cardinals. Win. And right now, the latest report that we ended up getting from Sir Mr. Adam Schefter says this. The Cardinals owner Michael Bidwell and head coach Cliff Kingsbury are scheduled to have their annual postseason meeting this afternoon per league sources. So that was given to us 4 hours ago, around 5:30 a.m. our time. So I think things are starting to grind through, right? One other thing I can say in terms of why it's taking this long, right? The only thing I can say here is in terms of like why it's taking this long. Think about it. If we're going to be doing absolute overhaul, and we mean GM, coach, defensive coordinator, everybody. If this is what's going to happen, this is not just going to be, okay, peace out, don't get on the plane, Cliff Kingsbury. Peace out, deuces. I don't think it's going to be like that. It's going to be a situation where we're going to sit down probably with everybody and say, hey, bro, this ain't working out. So if I need to wait a little bit longer, right? Maybe another hour or two, as long as we don't get to the 2 p.m. mark and Cliff Kingsbury is still here, as long as we don't get to the 2 p.m. mark, I'm fine. Michael Bid will take the time that you need, because if you need a clean house, you need to do what you got to do. You need to do what you got to do. Let me get to Ethan's super chat here. He says, in my advanced English class, refreshing Twitter constantly. Boom. Exactly. You're not alone, my dude. You're absolutely not alone. I woke up today at 6 a.m. I couldn't sleep last night till about 1:30 a.m. because of this big news that we're kind of transpiring to figure out, is this going to be a real possibility for the Arizona Cardinals to make this move, right? Got another super chat coming up here from Jason. What's up, Jason? He says, they need to fire the aging Clifford the Clown. Appreciate super chat, man. Thank you. So there's that, right? We got Steve Keim out. First domino to fall, at least as of right now. Reports coming from Jordan Schultz, and he's not the first one that's reported, that obviously Steve Keim probably won't be coming back in the fashion of a GM, but this is just reinforcing the idea of, hey, right, that's a huge win for the Arizona Cardinals fan base moving forward, because hopefully we can get a competent person in here that knows how to build a roster. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Now let's continue to talk about why Cliff should be getting fired, right? Now, if you've been rocking with the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube for quite some time and listening into this podcast for quite some time, thank you, right? I really do appreciate you guys for being here. Absolutely. If this is your first time here, subscribe. Subscribe to the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. We're on the road to 11K, and smack the like button if you guys haven't done so already. But a few things that I want to talk about pertaining to why he should be getting fired, right? The Cardinals currently right now are in a 6-game losing streak, ladies and gentlemen. 6. The Arizona Cardinals and Cliff Kingsbury had an opportunity to at least take 2 out of the 6 games. At least 2 out of the 6 games. And they couldn't do it. They had an opportunity to do so, and they just couldn't do it. The Arizona Cardinals right now are on a 6-game losing streak. Within the last 26 games, and I'm talking about 9 games from last year, not including playoffs, do you know what the record is for the Arizona Cardinals? The record for the Arizona Cardinals is 8-18. In the last 9 games of last year, we won 4 games. We won 4 games this year. We are 8-18 in the last 26 games, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to count the playoff game, we're 8-17. There is so much the Arizona Cardinals need to do here. So much the Arizona Cardinals need to do here. Cliff Kingsbury has had multiple chances. If he comes back, I will be absolutely stunned and absolutely shocked if he does come back. How can you sell this to the fan base, ladies and gentlemen? How can you sell this to the fan base? Year 5 of Cliff Kingsbury. We're going to run it back because of injuries. Good luck, Michael Bidwell, because right now I am seeing a lot of these Arizona Cardinal fans right now at their wits' end. So many Arizona Cardinal fans right now are at their wits' end. And I honestly don't blame them. Cliff and Keim should have not gotten signed that extension. Point and blank. Now, some might argue Kyler Murray shouldn't have got that extension as well, right? I mean, opinions. But this is really going to change the dynamic of how Michael Bidwell is going to take this year moving forward. Because Michael Bidwell and the Bidwell family has forever been known as the cheap family that is in this for the business purposes and don't truly want to win. That's what the Bidwell family is known for. In the last 4 or 5 weeks leading up to this moment right here on Black Monday, we had so many people saying, hey, Mike, nothing's going to change unless Michael Bidwell decides to sell this team, point and blank. And honestly, you guys might be right. But this is it. This is the time right here where Michael Bidwell needs to look himself in the mirror and say, I want to win. The days of the old tarnished, stained name of the Bidwell family, this is the time to change it right here, Michael Bidwell, right here. Open your pocket up. Do the right thing. The Arizona Cardinals are 8-18. If you want to count the playoff loss, the debacle that we ended up seeing, the Arizona Cardinals are 8-19 in the last 26 games. What is going to change in year 5? We can't blame this season on injuries, ladies and gentlemen. We had a complete meltdown at the end of last year, and we got demolished in the playoffs. And in year 2, we lost to back-to-back quarterbacks. What more do you want to see from Cliff Kingsbury that we haven't already seen? What's going to change in year 5 if they do decide to bring him back? What's going to change? Nothing. Steve Keim won't be there. Somebody asked me, "Hey, Mike, do you think Cliff Kingsbury does, at least deserves 1 year without without Steve Keim?" I mean, some might argue he might deserve one season without Steve Keim, but we're just delaying the inevitable. You know what I mean? We're delaying the inevitable. He's going to get fired in one time or another. Cliff Kingsbury has done nothing in the NFL. Nothing. In the 4 seasons that he's been a head coach, ladies, in the 4 seasons that he's well below 500. Well below 500. And he's had 1 winning season. 1 winning season as the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals. I don't count 8-8 as a winning season. And especially because we didn't get into the playoffs with losing to back-to-back quarterbacks, I don't count that season. In the 4 seasons, he's had 1 winning season with the Arizona Cardinals at 11-6 or 11-5. One of those two. 1 winning record. Year 1 was rebuilding. That's what we chalked it up to, right? 5.5 wins. Next season, couldn't get into the playoffs, couldn't win the big games. 8-8. Next season, 11 wins. And then this season, 4-13. What more do you want? The proof is in the pudding, ladies and gentlemen. In the last 26 games, the Arizona Cardinals are 8-18. What more do you want? Let me get to these super chats that chimed in. Appreciate you. He's RV Davies says, looks like there's no firings. Crazy. Yes, I agree 100%. It's crazy, but this is the latest report that we ended up getting about 4 hours ago. So I expect maybe sometime around 10, maybe early 10, maybe close to 11, as long as it's not 2 p.m., because that's when Cliff Kingsbury is going to meet with the media. And if he meets with the media, I don't know how this fan base is going to react. I truly, truly don't. What's up, Jason? He says, would you trade number 3 pick for a haul of picks? I can't see myself moving off of the idea of getting Will Anderson or Jalen Carter right now. Unless they completely stink up the joint in the combine and something drastically happens, I think they're my go-to. What's up, JK Gamer? Appreciate the super chat. He says, not to mention Vance Joseph, there's a chance he might be the next coach. I hope not. Yeah. I heard the reports too. Like, what more do we need? What's going to change? If Michael Bidwell currently right now is going to take this route, and I know there's a lot of Cardinal fans right now that are really scared. They're shaking in their boots, right? I am too. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little shook right now. I'm not going to lie to you. This needs to happen. This needs to happen. Michael Bidwell needs to change the narrative. Michael Bidwell needs to change that stain on his last name of being the Bidwells, of not caring to win. All they want to do is run this business. And let me tell you one thing right now. If Michael Bidwell continues with Cliff Kingsbury, we're starting a GoFundMe real freaking quick. We're starting a GoFundMe real quick. Goal $5 billion, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna have to get into the ears of my good buddies Elon Musk as well as Jeff Bezos over there to see if we can sell this or buy this damn team off this guy because he doesn't want to win. GoFundMe starting soon if we don't get rid of Cliff. Let's tell you that right now. What's up, Noah F. Skiven? Appreciate you. He says, Mike, what if nothing gets done with Cliff and we keep him? What now? What can we do other than not go? We lose out an opportunity of Peyton. Honestly, to be honest with you, yeah, you're right. What if it doesn't happen? You just said it perfectly, right? There's nothing else for me to chime in other than that. We lose out on the opportunity of getting a Sean Payton, right? What do we do now besides not go? I mean, that's when you got to make a business decision as an Arizona Cardinal fan. Do you want to go to these games, right? I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say, don't go to the games, don't buy merch. I mean, that's completely up to you. But let's be honest, this might be a real possibility because of who we know Michael Bidwell is. We just got to make a business decision amongst ourselves. Either we rally together as an Arizona Cardinal fan base, or we just do the complete opposite. Me, I say we rally together and don't go to these darn games. Stop putting the money in Michael Bidwell's pocket. Now, there's going to be fans that are going to go. That's fine. Okay, you do you, right? That's your money. I can care less what you do with your money. You want to spend it on a one-win home or a one home win, right? In the last season, go. Bless your heart. Spend your money. Me? Nah. This is something that needs to happen. This is something that absolutely needs to happen. I don't understand the world right now if this doesn't. Truly, nothing would make sense in the world if this doesn't happen. It seems like coaches are being fired right now, though, and the Broncos right now are trying to get everybody they possibly can. They're trying to interview everybody. The Broncos try to interview Sean Payton, Jim Harbaugh, and DeMeco Ryans is crazy right now. I just refreshed my Twitter page right now, and nothing right now. So right now, continuing to talk about Cliff Kingsbury and why he definitely should be getting fired is just in the pudding. 6-game losing streak at the last 26 games, 8 out of 18. You want to count the playoff loss? 8 of 19. What more do we need? What more do we need to figure out that Cliff Kingsbury isn't the guy? I'm sold. Now, I want to segue over to this next conversation here real quick, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm so curious to figure out where you guys are at right now, because right now, what I would love as an Arizona Cardinal, podcaster, as an Arizona Cardinal, whatever you want to call me, and YouTuber, I don't care. I want our expectation to be as high as we possibly can put it at, right? Right now, we're dealing with a situation where we have 10 new head coaches in the NFL, right? 10 new head coaches in the NFL that got hired. Lovie Smith, Matt Eberflus from the Chicago Bears, Doug Peterson, Brian DeBall, Kevin O'Connell, Mike McDaniels, Nathaniel Hackett, Dennis Allen, Josh McDaniels, and Todd Bowles. Out of those 10 first-year head coaches, ladies and gentlemen, how many of those year head coaches are now in the playoffs? Let's count. Todd Bowles is one. Mike McDaniel, Kevin O'Connell, Brian DeBall, or Dable, however he say his name, Doug Peterson. 5 out of the 10 new head coaches that came in this year, their teams are in the playoffs. 5 out of the 10, 50% chance their team is in the playoffs. It can happen. It can be a thing. Doug Peterson, to me, is probably one of the most impressive things. Doug Peterson came in here into the Jacksonville Jaguars and changed the culture of that organization. Now, I'm not saying Todd Bowles is the next Madden. No, I'm not saying that. But he got his team, right? He got his team into the playoffs. That's all the thing that matters here. Yes, the Bucks suck, right? The whole NFC South is absolutely garbage. But did he get the job done? He got the job done. 5 of those 10 head coaches are in the playoffs right now. New coaches, first-year coaches. They're in the playoffs. And right now we're sitting with the fourth-year head coach, and our excuse is injuries? Injuries? What? You must be out of your damn mind. Injuries? Hell no. This is just Cliff Kingsbury not being able to get the job done. 4 years, ladies and gentlemen. What more do we want? 4 years. 4 years. We do have a report coming out here that Jim Harbaugh is going to interview with the Broncos. That just came out. Eight of 18 in the last 26 games. This is not just injuries, ladies and gentlemen. If you're going to say this is injuries, what happened last year? Explain that to me. Explain last year to me. Explain to me year 2. Explain that to me. Cliff can't get the job done. It's just point blank as that. He can't get the job done. He probably should have never gotten this position to begin with. Let's do a real quick refresh here from our Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport Twitter feed. Let's see if anything has changed. And as of right now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't see anything at all right now. Nothing. Nothing for the Arizona Cardinals as of right now. Right now, we're just waiting. But this is one of the biggest mysteries. This right here is one of the biggest mysteries. Cliff can't get the job done. And I'm curious to figure out if anybody can truly change my mind on that. Can Cliff really get the job? Do you think Cliff can get a Super Bowl? Be honest with yourself. 8 of 18. 8 of 18 in the last 26 games. 8 of 19, including that playoff debacle. In the 4 years, he had one winning season. Let's take a look to see what his record is with the Arizona Cardinals. 28, 26, and 1. Cliff Kingsbury is 28, 26, and 1 as the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals in 4 years. Let me say it for the guys in the back. 28, 36, and 1. Ain't going to cut it. If we want to accept mediocrity, this is the step in the right direction to keep Cliff. It's just as simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. It's as simple as that. What's up, Trash Bro? Appreciate the super chat. He says, don't hear the 49ers using the excuse. They stay diligent, sign new people, actually good players to stay in the running. Clap for my man, Trash Boat. Facts. This is the difference right here. This is the difference between an organization and a fan base that wants greatness and a fan base that just is like, okay, we tried. Okay. These millionaires tried. Okay. Let's wait for next year. Let's see what our boys can do next year. This is the problem. We have fans, not you, Trash Boat. I'm right there with you. We're in the same wavelength. But we got fans like this. We got fans being like, oh my God. Can we just focus on JJ Watt's retirement, please? What? Congratulations, JJ Watt. You had a fantastic career. Truly. I hope the best for you and your family. Truly. I really, truly do. Retirement, great. JJ Watt, first ballot Hall of Famer. I agree. But we're not going to negate the fact here that some stuff needs to change. And that's what some of these fans try to do. That's what the Cardinals social media is trying to do when they fed you 5 to 6, 8 different posts on JJ Watt. Come on. The real problem here is the fact that things need to change. That's just the way that it is. You're right. The 49ers had no excuse. They didn't make any excuses. At one point, they were trying to get people off the streets to play running back for them because they had so many injuries last year. And it happened again this year as well, right? Trey Lance went down. Jimmy Garoppolo went down. The 49ers right now are on their third string quarterback. Third string quarterback. Brock Purdy has looked as pretty as they come, ladies and gentlemen. Some people are out there calling him the next GOAT. Some people are out there calling him the next Tom Brady, the Cinderella story of our time. 49ers and the 49er fan base, I loved what you guys built over there, truly. Accountability, faithfulness, and the willingness to want to win and make no excuses. This Arizona Cardinal fan base, and the problem is that we have fans that are like that. We got fans out there that are like, okay, boys, we tried. Okay, boys, it's okay next year. Next year never comes because there's no heat on this organization. There's no heat on them to want to be better. There's no heat on them. Oh boy, that's changing soon. Let me tell you that right. That's changing real soon. Just a real quick plug, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know, this channel is growing really big and we're taking the next step here. Right now, we do have 2 positions opening up here for the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube. We are looking for some people to employ on this channel, company, whatever you want to call it. Just FYI, if you're interested in any position here, definitely reach out to me on my socials. It is going to be in the description of this video. We're expanding. Accountability is number one thing that we need to keep on moving forward. This organization is full of those buttercup, cookie cutter, pillow fighting, feather, whatever you want to call it, pretty boy football fan base. That's what we are. We need better. And it's coming. Trust me when I say this. It's coming. It's coming. JK Gamer, what's up, brother? Appreciate the super chat. He says, bruh, the speech you're preaching is firing me up. Well, good. Good. This is what we need from our fan base. Truly. Honestly. Look at yourself in the look at the Twitter world, look at the Instagram world. We're seeing so much people talking about JJ Watt, and I'm right there with you. JJ Watt should be a big focal point. And I agree. First ballot Hall of Famer, but that shouldn't be distracting us from the real mission here. And the real mission is to get rid of the 2 Hydra people up there, right? The 2 snakes in the top. Or maybe the 1 snake at the top, right? Steve Keim. And then obviously the puppet of who Steve Keim is. And that's Cliff Kingsbury. Let's keep it going with the super chat here. What's up, Cam King? Cam King, appreciate the super chat. He says, it's Kyler Murray's fault, not the coach. As soon as he gets to, he's getting to get hit, we start losing. Like to see Cliff Kingsbury with Mayfield next year. Interesting. Okay. I mean, interesting. Okay. I mean, well, I'm glad you kind of threw a curveball at me here right now. Here's what I got to say about that. If the Arizona Cardinals choose Cliff Kingsbury over Kyler Murray, if this was a world that we're living in, good luck trying to get any free agents. Good luck trying to get any organizations to play for your organization. Now, I'm not talking about the draft picks, right? The draft picks come in here. I'm talking about free agents that have been known to prove their worth in the NFL. If you're going to choose a coach over a player, good luck. That's all I got to say to that. I understand Kyler Murray has faults. I 100% agree Kyler Murray has faults. But there's no way in hell I'm picking a coach that has proven absolutely nothing in the NFL over a possibility of being our franchise quarterback. Now, can we talk next year about Kyler Murray, right? Not being our franchise quarterback next year or within the season of next year if he is continuing his regression? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, we're going to continue to do it. Like I said, accountability is going to be the thing moving forward into the 2023 season, and it's only going to get louder. So for all you cupcake, pretty boy football, pillow fighting, all those different type of fan, oh yeah, it's going to get worse. Trust me. I appreciate the super chat. I don't agree, but thank you so very much for the super chat. So here we are. Let's go ahead and do a real quick refresh here of our Twitter page, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we have any updates pertaining to the news of Cliff Kingsbury's fate. In the news, yeah, I guess just Cliff Kingsbury's fate, really. No, nothing has been updated as of right now. Because we are waiting, I definitely want to let you guys know this. There has been some breaking news that hit the world of the Arizona Cardinals earlier this morning. And no, it's not having to do with Cliff Kingsbury, but it has to do with Thanos, a.k.a. Steve Keim, our general manager. And this is what the latest report ended up saying. As owner Michael Bidwill and the Arizona Cardinals enter the offseason, sources tell The Score that Steve Keim will not be retained as the GM. But the team isn't shutting down the door on him remaining for the franchise in a lesser capacity. Keim is currently away for health-related reasons. So this is the big breaking news. Now, we all kind of already knew that this was going to be a thing, right? It was just kind of waiting for the straw to break the camel's back here. So Keim, to me, is gone. Would I rather him not be in the organization? Oh, 100%. 100%. I would rather not him be in the organization. I think that would be something that the Arizona Cardinals truly need to really observe here and get him out. Because I think this culture truly has been transpired because of what he has done. So here we are. So that's the biggest breaking news that we ended up having here pertaining to the Arizona Cardinals. Now, Cliff Kingsbury, as of right now, has nothing. Nothing's happened for Cliff Kingsbury as of right now, right? All we're doing as Arizona Cardinal fans are continuing to refresh Twitter. We're continuing to observe all the reports from the big time people out there, right? Tom Pelissero, Ian Rappaport, Adam Schefter, that type of stuff. And as of right now, nothing has been said. But Keim is out. Keim is out right now. Let me ask you guys this. Vance Joseph, what's his fate? Let me know in the chat. What do you guys think is Vance Joseph's fate? Let me know in the chat. What do you guys think Vance Joseph's fate is? Because truly, I think Vance Joseph is the least of my worries right now. Truly. Because one of the two things are going to happen. If Cliff Kingsbury gets fired, that means the whole regime is gone. It's done. Right? Kibbles a bit, however you want to say it, is done. The whole regime is done. Or they fire Cliff and they keep Vance Joseph for the opportunity of being a head coach. But if you really truly think about it, what head coach that we want to bring in, right? And I'm talking about big names, Sean Payton, maybe even Jim Harbaugh, just really depending on how you feel about him. Who's going to want to have a placed defensive coordinator there? I don't know anybody that's going to want to be, having that kind of put over their head. I think Vance Joseph's fate has to do with Cliff's fate. I think it's kind of like a domino effect. I see the people in the chat saying he's a good defensive coordinator. I agree with you to an extent. But here's the thing. If a new head coach comes in here, you probably better bet your bottom dollar that he's going to want to bring in his own defensive coordinator. So he's going to probably want to bring his own defensive coordinator. So kind of keep that in mind. Vance Joseph's fate, I truly think it's tied to Cliff's. Whether you like Vance, whether you don't like Vance, I think it's all tied together, right? Keim, Cliff. And at one point in the season, I said, I don't see a world where they keep, get rid of Keim, but they keep Cliff. We're seeing it now. We're seeing it now. But the fate of VJ, if he does remain the defensive coordinator, somebody needs to talk to him and say, we need to play these darn rookies. Tell me right now why I truly feel that if we drafted Micah Parsons, this man will be sitting for 1 year under Vance Joseph. Tell me why I feel that way. Because we've seen it for 2 years straight with Isaiah Simmons, and we've seen it with Zaven Collins. Thank God. Thank God we didn't have a first-round defensive player pick in this last draft. It was Marquise Hollywood Brown, which a lot of people right now don't seem very happy with that trade anymore. At one point, it was the biggest thing since sliced bread. But now, I don't think people are even excited about that pickup anymore. His health is a concern. Can he stay healthy? Right? Hey, and another thing, he's going to want to get paid. That's why we traded him. And now the Arizona Cardinals put themselves over a barrel again. Every person that doesn't see the Arizona Cardinals right now are over a barrel, open your eyes. Because right now the Cardinals put themselves in a position that they're over a barrel. And you know what I'm trying to... I remember, we're over a barrel right now. Best thing to do, rip it off like a Band-Aid. You got to. You got to. I do have a little nervousness. I'm not going to lie to you. If our owner was anybody else but Michael Bidwell, I would have the extreme confidence that our owner was going to be able to do the right job or the right thing, right? Truly. We're 8-18 of the last 26 games. 8-18. If you want to count up the playoff debacle, we're 8-19. How much more do you need? What's the proof in the pudding there, ladies and gentlemen? Cliff Kingsbury in 4 years, 28-36-1. In 4 years, he's had one winning season as a head coach of the Arizona Cardinals. What more do you need? What more do you need? 8-18 in the last 26 games. Come on. Wait. What? Give me a second, y'all. I'm seeing the chat. Wait. Are you guys saying that he's fired? Wait, what? Let's go! Let's freaking go! Let's go! Cliff is done! Ladies and gentlemen, we have done it! Let's fucking go! He's done! He's gone! Thank you, Michael Bidwell! Thank you! Let's go! Let's go! This is what you gotta do. Make the tough decisions, Michael Bidwell. You freaking are my hero right now, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Can we get some thank you, Michael Bidwell's in the chat? Oh my goodness. Look. Cardinal season, baby. Let's go. Cardinal. This is our Super Bowl. Oh boy. Let's freaking go. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news. Oh boy. Thank you so much, Ian Rappaport. You have saved my life. You have saved breaking news. All right, let's calm down. Oh, buddy. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The moment that we've been waiting for. Thank you so very much, Michael Bidwell. We've done it. Here we go. Source: the Arizona Cardinals have fired Coach Cliff Kingsbury 1 year after giving him a contract extension. Woo! Bro, this is it. This is the step in the right direction for the Arizona Cardinals. Trust me. And I get where you're coming from. Right? There's some people that are like, oh my God, why are you celebrating somebody getting fired? Because this man had 4 years. That's why. We're celebrating this hire because it's a new leaf that has been turned for the Arizona Cardinals era. That's why we're excited. We can care less. We can fire Bro Schmo. I have nothing specific to say about Cliff Kingsbury as a person at all. But the truth of the nature here is the change needed to happen. What's up, Jason? Appreciate the super chat. He says, thank you, Bidwell. Great job. Well deserved. Woo! Who's our next head coach? Flood the chat. It's done. It's over. Let's go. This is our Super Bowl. Ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, nothing specific about Cliff Kingsbury. He seems like a gentleman and a scholar. He's rich. He's got a nice house. Nothing specifically about him. I can care less, but he is not the guy for the Arizona Cardinals moving forward. We want Super Bowl, and that's what we need. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, of the world of the Arizona Cardinals. And here it is from Ian Rappaport. Sources: the Arizona Cardinals have fired Cliff Kingsbury 1 year after giving him an extension. Holy freaking Luya. Wow. This is our Super Bowl right here. That's it. I'm renewing my tickets. Come on, Cardinals, call me. We're renewing these tickets real quick. These season tickets are being renewed. What's up, Jason? What's up, brother? He says, I would do whatever it takes to get Sean Payton. Well, now it's a Sean Payton Bowl here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we got the Sean Payton Bowl. I think Michael Bidwell might have jumped in our live, and he was like, okay, I see you, AZ fans. You want change. I'll give you change. This is it. This is it. JK Gamer says Stephen A. Smith would be happy. What's up, brother? Appreciate the super chat. Thank you so very much. Oh, pop the bottles. Oh, okay. We got so much to do here. We got so much to do. This offseason is going to be wild. This offseason is going to be wild. Who's our next head coach? Who we drafting? This is it. This is what we needed, ladies and gentlemen. Right here. Right here. Oh, yeah. It's done. It's done. Oh, yeah. It's done. It's done. The moment we've all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm sorry, Cliff, that this comes at your expense. Truly. Truly, truly, truly. Don't put the bad juju up in here. I just see people say, I'm seeing people saying VJ is going to get promoted. Don't put that bad juju out there. Don't put that bad juju. Oh, wow. You have to make it a new account now. No, we'll make a new account and subscribe with that account as well. Oh, buddy, pop a bottle. I don't think, I should. I don't wonder if I have shots of anything. Man, I don't think I got a bottle to pop up. I think I popped all bottles I possibly can pop with all these rumors that's been going on. I wonder if I have anything in the fridge. Oh, boy, let's go. All right, well, here we go. Who's our next head coach? Who's our next head coach now, y'all? The rumors have been getting it done. The rumors and speculations. This is it. It's over. It's cooked. We done. Thank you so much, AZ Sports fan family. Without you guys, I wouldn't have known to refresh my Twitter. Thank you. Absolutely thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for letting me know to refresh my Twitter. And boy, I got one of the best news I can possibly get. And that right there is that Cliff Kingsbury is done being the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals. Breaking news! Breaking news! Let's go! Oh, we got somebody saying, somebody says Josh McDaniels. Man, you must be out of your damn mind. Somebody says D'Amico Ryans. We got Sean Payton, Steve Wilkes, out of your damn mind. Okay, let's do this. For the for the people that are saying Josh McDaniels, everybody who gives me a wrong answer, this is for you.
Shame. Shame.
Let's go. This is what we needed, ladies and gentlemen. This is absolutely what we needed. Wow, I'm so happy. Wow, I'm so happy. I never knew that there would be somebody that would be able to give so much happiness. Oh, buddy. Okay. Josh Rosen. No, Cliff is done, man. Cliff Kingsbury is done. We got 246 people in here right now. I swear, if we don't have 246 likes on this live stream, I don't know what to tell you here, ladies and gentlemen. If this is your first time here on the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube, definitely subscribe. We're on the road to 11K, and I can't do it without you guys. Subscribe it up. It's free. Smack the like button on this video, y'all. The changes that we've wanted, the domino effects that we've gotten, and we fought for and clawed and fought and everything that we've done. This is it. We've gotten it. We've gotten the moment that we finally wanted to get. Oh, let's go. Here we go. No F's given. What's up, brother? Appreciate you, man. Thanks. Another super chat. He says, plot twist, Cliff becomes the new GM. No, but yeah, let's do this. Let's open up the phone lines, ladies and gentlemen. I want to hear from the Bird Gang right now. I want to hear from what you guys have to say, how you guys are feeling, because y'all, this right here is a win, not just for me, but for every single person that's been rocking with the AZ Sports Fan for this crappy year that we've been seeing. We're talking mock drafts 3 weeks before the freaking season ends. That's how bad this season was. We're talking about mock drafts. This right here is for you guys. This right here is for the guys that have been sticking through to this Cardinals freaking dumpster fire of an organization. That's what this is for. For you, for me, all celebrate. All celebrate. Accountability. That's what we need. Accountability. Oh boy. Oh boy. Open up the phone lines, ladies and gentlemen. Opening up the phone lines, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Oh. Okay, let's do this. If this is your first time here, obviously subscribe. If this is your 1 second, y'all. 1 second. My Twitter is blowing up right now, ladies and gentlemen. Just FYI, my Twitter is blowing up right now. So bear with me here. Okay, let's open up the phone lines. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Let's do it. Let's do it. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. All right, let me put the link in the chat. I wonder if I should put Thanos as the background. All right, 1 second, y'all. Thanos is finally gone. Cliff Kingsbury is finally gone. All right, here's the link, ladies and gentlemen. Cliff is finally gone. Breaking news in the world of the NFL. And here we go. The link has been pinned. Man, this chat is going wild. Thank you so very much for being here, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. This is exactly what we needed right here. Rejoice. Smack the like button. We got 81 likes. Let's run it up. At least 100. Come on, y'all. Let's smack that like button. Do it for the culture. Do it for the culture. All right, we got people flooding in the background. Perfect. Keep it going. Click on that link and jump on in. Arturo, what's up, brother? He says, finally got my birthday gift. Absolutely, man. I've been waiting for my birthday gift since September of last year. Hey, we'll take it. We'll absolutely take it. Appreciate you, Arturo, in the super chat. All right, everybody, guys, come through. Click on the link. Jump on in, and I want to hear what you guys have to say. Let's celebrate as one. Celebrate as a fan base. If you don't agree with this firing, then hey, I want to hear. All right, let's get through. Let's get to Jordan P. What's up, brother? Talk to me, man. How you feeling? I can't breathe.
What's
Talk
up,
to
man?
me.
Can you hear me?
Yes, brother, I can.
Yeah, I mean, Michael Bidwell just did what needed to be done, right? At the end of the day, we can debate about, falling down the stretch, 11-win season, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, that relationship he has with Kyler has soured to the point where you couldn't bring him back, right? So even if you were, because not, like I've said, it's not all Cliff's fault. It's because it's not. But that relationship is key to everything. And at that point, if all the reports that came out about the terrible relationship, you had to fire him. So kudos to him for doing what needs to be done. But this is not the end, because if he follows this up with promoting Vance Joseph to head coach, this is all for nothing, right? He needs to. Yeah, there's D'Amico. I love D'Amico Ryans personally, by the way. But at this point, you have to go all in on Sean Payton. I don't care how much you got to pay him. I don't care what control you have to give him. You need to go in all in on Sean Payton, and that's what this team needs. That's what Kyler needs, because at the end of the day, like Sean Payton said, he needs tough coaching, and the one guy he might take that from is Sean Payton because of the resume he had, right?
True.
So you got to go on somebody that's going to change the culture, and that's going to be Sean Payton.
Yeah, no, I agree, brother. What about I don't think I got to ask you, Jim Harbaugh. Any thoughts? Any interest?
I think he's interesting. I mean, he's not the worst candidate, but he wouldn't be among the top candidates for me. I think you just go all in on Sean Payton. If you fail on Sean Payton, then that kind of shows how terrible of an owner he is, because you can sell this team to Sean Payton if the Cowboys job or the Chargers job doesn't open up. We're amongst the top. He just needs to go above and beyond to do his job and go get him, and do not be promoting Vance Joseph. So.
Oh yeah, facts. Oh, absolutely. All right, brother. Any last thoughts before I let you go?
I mean, hey man, this is what everybody's been waiting for. So everybody, y'all can celebrate now. And one thing I will say is, I will be following Cliff wherever he goes, if he's an OC in the NFL, because I think he will be a good offensive coordinator. A lot of people don't think so, but I think he will be. But this is what needs to be done, and go get Sean Payton.
Love it. All right, appreciate it, man. Later, man. Peace. Okay, let's keep it going here. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, buddy. Okay, breaking news. I saw somebody in the chat saying that Cliff isn't officially fired. Boy, he's done. He's cooked. He's as cooked as it comes right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. He's done. All right, let's keep the phone lines going. Let's get Eric. Is it Wallace? Or let's get Eric up in here right now. You are live on the Easy Sports Fan on YouTube, brother. Talk to me, man. How you feeling?
Good morning. How you doing today?
What's up, brother? I'm good.
Well, I guess Christmas came a couple weeks late for you all. I would think probably the best case scenario would be either Sean Payton or Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, do you think this is a shock in terms of, right? Because there are some people, believe it or not, there were some people out there that didn't think that this was going to happen, that Michael Bidwell was going to ignore all the fans.
I really don't know. But I'm more of a Seahawks guy, as you know, but I tell you, I really think that you guys, you guys been asking for it, and it hadn't happened. So I was kind of worried, thinking, what's she gonna do? Because I didn't know.
Yeah. No, I agree, man. So, hey, congratulations on going to the playoffs, by the way, Eric.
So,
All right, man. I'll let you go, man. Have a great day, brother.
Thank you, too.
So it's funny because honestly, a lot of fans, obviously, right, especially within the NFC West, they follow this channel because they kind of want to see what the progression is of what the Arizona Cardinals are going to do. And this right here has been something that we've been hearing for quite some time, right? From a lot of different, Seahawk fans and Rams fans and 49ers fans. They tell me things like, oh my, you keep Cliff Kingsbury. That's exactly what you need to do. Keep Cliff Kingsbury. And that's when you know you gotta cut the fat and run. All right, let's get to Abraham. Abraham, you are live on the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. Brother, talk to me, man. How are you feeling?
I'm happy that they finally got rid of Cliff.
Yeah.
And I think it needed to be done.
I agree, man. I 100% agree. How do you feel? Let's talk about just, I guess, new coaches. Any thoughts on new coaches, or are you just kind of the same thing with Sean Payton?
Well, I mean, if it takes a lot to get Sean, I mean, I don't want to give away the number 3 overall pick for Sean.
Oh, yeah. Facts.
And then if Cliff is the GM or something, Michael Bidwell is definitely gonna get like he's gonna sell the team if fans keep saying things.
You what do you mean, like he's gonna sell the team away from Arizona, or just like sell the team to a different owner?
To a different owner.
Oh, okay. Well, let's start a GoFundMe page. Let's go. Let's be that new owner. Let's do it.
Cliff promotes himself or anything, and the fans keep saying stuff, obviously he's gonna get fired or he's gonna sell the team.
Okay. Appreciate you, Abraham. Thank you so much for jumping on, man. Have a great rest of your day, brother. Later. All right, let's keep it going. We got Soul Pancakes and we got Jordan up next. Guys, if you want to jump on, the link is pinned at the chat. Click on the link and just jump on in. Soul Pancakes, you are live on the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube, brother. Talk to me, man. How you feeling?
Yeah, can you do me just a little quick favor? Can you let the other person go first, and then I'll go after him, if that's okay?
Yeah, 100%. I got you, brother. All right, man. Let's get Jordan. Jordan, you are live on the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube, man. Talk to me. How you feeling?
Hey, I'm feeling great, man. Love the energy today. Love your content. Want to encourage you to keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Really appreciate, hopping on these after the games and such. So yeah, okay. So last season, I got in an argument with my neighbor. We're talking about Cliff Kingsbury. And sure enough, he's telling me, essentially, if you look at his college record, he starts out every season hot and then falls apart.
Yeah.
We came out so hot last year, and the mainstream media just wasn't having it. The mainstream sports media, basically all I'm saying is we proved them right last year, and that hurt. I think, he proved my neighbor right too, even though I didn't want to admit it. Yeah. And so it feels good that Cliff's on his way out. I think we just need to move on, need some fresh energy. But ultimately, I just love the energy today, and loving everybody out there, all your fans. And again, encourage you to keep doing what you're doing, man.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you so very much, man. Thanks so much for coming on. Later, man. Yeah, honestly, I think it's a big thing, right? Dude, honestly, when we ended up the whole Cliff Kingsbury era, and I know I've been one of those guys that have been very, very critical, right? And I'm right there with you, right? And I think sometimes it can kind of get redundant. A lot of people can be like, Mike, all you do is talk crap. Okay, and I agree with you. But my main goal is for the end goal here. And I want to win the Super Bowl. It's just it. After year 2, I knew Cliff wasn't my guy. It's just simple as that. So everybody who originally thought that I was wrong last year, that's cool. Hey, I'm wrong a lot. I'm not right all the time, right? I'm a fan that's based on emotion, and it's not the best. I'm right there with you. But hey, let's all bask in the glory here of new things to come in a new era for the Arizona Cardinals. Cheers, everybody. All right, let's get to Hector's Super Chat. We have Steve Keim just announced he's stepping down. Is that correct? Wait. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, I think we got that report, unless there's something else that he is no longer going to be the GM. Yeah, we got that. Appreciate you, Hector. Thanks so much for coming through. All right, let's get to Soul Pancakes. Brother, talk to me, man. How you feeling?
I don't know. I'm very confused myself, very conflicted. As I keep mentioning over and over and over again, like half of the equation's out, but the other half still remains and stuff. And if this ends up being a situation where like Vance Joseph is the next head coach, I don't even know what to say anymore. It gets pretty depressing because a lot of teams have stability because their defense is so good. It still remains true that even the defense is what keeps teams in like games and stuff. In the last few weeks, even though like the defense has played well up to a certain point when we need that play call, or we need that stop, or we need that person to be able to out coach the offensive coordinator of the other team. It just doesn't happen. So what difference does it make if we fire Cliff and there's no plan behind him, and we whiff on Sean Payton? Because remember how I told you he made that comment about like prototypical quarterbacks. We need to stop drafting quarterbacks who were not prototypical in the first round. I don't know if that was him trying to make a case for, hey, if I'm going to go to a franchise, either one, I want a prototypical quarterback, or two, I want to like have the reins and everything, which is exactly what I would, hope for and everything. Like if he is coming over, but it's a lot of uncertainty going through. Like, I know a lot of people hate the guy, hate Cliff Kingsbury. I don't hate the guy. The guy's a human being. I've seen what he does on the All 22, and a lot of things didn't go right for this guy. And like I keep mentioning over and over and over again, 2 years ago, it wasn't just his fault. Vance Joseph shares the blame in that. He has a horrible scheme, and we're going to continue with that type of scheme. Like, I didn't mind cleaning house, get rid of Cliff, get rid of Vance as well, clean it all out. We need a fresh new start. But if we go into the season and Vance Joseph is the guy, that just falls back on the horrible media that we have. Our media members are just bad at doing their job and whatnot. Not everybody. There's a few people that do hold it down, and I have to give it up for them and stuff. But there's a lot when it comes to like Michael Bidwell having control of the media, because I heard that they don't allow certain people, like if they have any type of negativity in any type of aspect, they will not allow them to come in and ask the questions. Obviously, the media would want to tote that line, because getting access means, you're up there, you get to go to the practice field, you get to report, and it's lucrative. We all know that. So if you even question something, what ends up happening is they say, well, we're just going to take your access away. But if everybody unifyingly, does the same thing, they hold it down, they ask the hard questions to everybody, then what ends up happening is, what is Michael Bidwell supposed to do in that situation? Not allow anybody to come in? Like, that's going to show how petty he is. So I just hope that as a fan base, we learn, we move forward, question everything. Just because you get your source from something or from some podcast, like, that doesn't mean that's set in stone. You guys have to also look at the whole big picture. And I have to give you, I mean, I don't agree with you all the time. And sometimes I don't like some of the stuff that you tweet, but I have to give it to you. At least you let voices come in. At least you let everybody speak their mind. Yeah. And then you allow for voices on your platform. So I have to give it to you on that. Thank you for doing that.
Of course, man. Hey, I got a few other people coming through, man. Thank you so very much. As always, Soul Pancakes. Have a great rest of your day, man. Keep grinding. Later, brother. All right. Yeah, no, I agree. Right. And that's the thing too. And I think that's one of the big stigmas here with my platform that we have here, right? When everybody's like, oh my God, all you negative, oh, blah, 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 blah. I agree with you. I know that there's something out there that has to do with Michael Bidwell not allowing for people to ask those hard questions. Give me a few months, ladies and gentlemen. Something huge is going to happen soon, right? Pertaining to this channel and the company that we're going to be going in this direction of what we're going to be doing moving forward. So just give me some more time. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. All the other media here that doesn't give you the real squeeze and what's really going to be happening, give me some time. It's going to happen sooner than when you think. So let's keep this going. Let's go to Marvin. Marvin, you are live on the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube. We are talking about Cliff Kingsbury getting fired after 1 year of being in his extension. How do you feel?
It's tough. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll be honest and say I wasn't the biggest fan of the hire of Cliff Kingsbury, but I trusted the organization. I trusted the vision. I thought, we're drafting Kyler Murray. Maybe this is a good setup for him. Maybe Cliff can help guide him to be the quarterback that he needs to be for this organization. But I don't know. I just felt early on, the play calling became a little bit predictable. I didn't feel like and this kind of starts at the top of the organization with Michael Bidwell. And the inconsistency of the organization of winning and then going through these bad slumps. I just felt like the organization as a whole didn't have a vision, didn't have a culture behind Cliff Kingsbury and what he wanted to do, honestly. And so it sucks because it seems like Cliff is a great guy. He works really hard. I just felt like from the very top um, that there wasn't the same vision. It just felt like, he's a great offensive mind. Let's give him a chance and see what happens. Um, and so it sucks, but I think it's the right thing to do. I would end with this. I'm just tired of all the losing from this
Yeah.
organization. I really want this organization to succeed and start something special. It just sucks to continually go through this of having bad seasons, getting top picks, not having a consistent team to rally behind. We had some success with Bruce Arians and back in the day uh, with Ken. I don't know why I'm skipping on his name, but uh,
Was that
Wizenhut, yeah, with Wizenhut. But consistently, this organization hasn't been the best,
yeah.
and that's what I hope Michael Bidwill sees this time around. Hopefully, he has a clear vision on what he wants this organization to be and a culture to set up on. But thank you for taking my call, man, and appreciate it.
Of course, brother. How great was your day, man? Thanks so much for coming on. Yeah, honestly, I think these are great calls. I hear a level of concern, right? Right. Like this isn't going to be the thing that's going to be fixing everything, right? And I agree with that too, right? There has to be a level of, okay, so what's your plan? Because you're right. I think we've talked about it on this podcast for quite some time. And we mentioned the fact that like every year I felt like it was a different vision. Every year we're not building a consistent team. We're going for best player available, but like the best player available in the eyes of this front office isn't coinciding with what we're supposed to be building, and it's just falling apart. And these players, these first-year players, aren't getting the opportunity in the first year and not going through their bumps and bruises, so we're not seeing them for year 2 or 3. So it's a whole big cluster F, right? So I agree with you. I think we need to see a different vision. I think we need a clean house. I know there's that rumor around Vance Joseph possibly being the next head coach. I hope that's not it. Right. I hope that doesn't happen because, man, that's going to be another flip tables type of situation for Cardinal fans moving forward. So let's keep it going. Let's go on smoking that. I just see Cliff, but let's continue. You're live on the Easy Sports Fan. Talk to me. How you feeling?
Oh man, it's a great day to be a Cardinals fan, ain't it?
Yeah.
To be honest, I've wanted Cliff fired ever since that Rams wildcard game, because there was just a huge collapse, and honestly, I feel like we can go for like a very competent head coach. And don't get me wrong, I feel like Cliff Kingsbury, he's a great guy, but he needed to be gone. We needed a culture change. But yeah, hopefully we get like a guy like Sean Payton or Brian Flores, but I don't want Vance Joseph because then it's going to be another Cliff situation. But yeah, and about Kime, we don't have to be scared about him drafting anymore because, I mean, he's always made bad decisions with drafting linebackers in the first round, but we don't need linebackers. But yeah, hopefully we just get like a very competent head coach like Sean Payton. Like even if it takes like a 2024 first round pick or something like that, we need everything we get. But yeah, it's a great day being a Cardinals fan, and Christmas came a little late, but it's here now.
We'll take it. Absolutely, brother, man. Thanks so much for coming on, and have a great day.
Hey, you too.
Yeah, dude. I'm right there with you. I'm about to lose my voice. Let me get Luis up in here. Luis, you are live on the Easy Sports Fan on YouTube. Talk to me, brother. How you feeling?
Mike, tell me, bro. Tell me.
We
This
did
is
it.
what I wanted, man. Tell me this is not a great day. Holy crap.
Fantastic.
I did not think this was going to happen. But holy crap. I'm telling you, this is the best decision the Cardinals could make right now.
Yeah.
We can't repeat our mistakes. Now, Sean Payton has to be the goal. It has to be the goal. Because I know all of us are worried about the standard, like in the locker room, but I think Sean Payton will make that standard, that high standard that we need. Because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, watching Hard Knocks and watching Cliff, like I feel bad for him, but
Yeah.
But honestly, like he just didn't command the locker room. I just didn't see that. I didn't see a standard where you can say, hey man, like these guys actually like, listen to this guy. And I don't think he had it, So
Yeah.
I think we shouldn't be worried. I think what we have to do is just really, really go after Sean Payton. And that should be the goal. Like we should not settle for anything less than that, honestly. Now, Jim Harbaugh, I don't know. I'm not saying that's,
Right.
better than Sean Payton, but
I wouldn't be mad at that either.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at that. But as far as it goes, I think as us as a fan base, we deserve that standard, that we are that caliber team that can go to the playoffs, that can be consistent, that can win games, and hopefully get that championship that we all want, So
Hell yeah.
Today's a great day. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a fantastic day, brother. Any last thoughts before I let you go?
No, that's it really. Just happy to see you because I know how it feels. You know how it is to be a fucking Cardinals fan. It's a roller coaster,
Bro, we were talking about mock fucking drafts in 3 weeks, 3 weeks before the season. That's how bad it is. We're talking about mock drafts.
Look, and you know what? And the thing is that I think about is our fan base. Like right now, it's suffering.
Yeah.
And we just need that. We need that to revive, our fan base. But I'm telling you, we can't settle. Can't settle. So
I agree, brother. All right, man. Thanks so much for coming on, man.
See ya.
Yeah, right. We're seeing the emotion, ladies and gentlemen. We're seeing the emotion in the eyes of a lot of Arizona Cardinal fans, which truly, this is what it's about, right? This is what it's about, where all the fans come together as one and celebrate what's going on. And now keep in mind here, ladies and gentlemen, I know there's a lot of people that are going to try to spin this narrative and be like, why are you so happy about getting rid of, firing somebody? Ladies and gentlemen, this has nothing to do with Cliff. Nothing to do with Cliff as a person at all. This has everything to do with the new era of the Arizona Cardinals moving forward and the thoughts and hopes of possibly getting a Sean Payton and getting this switched and turned around and getting this fixed the right way. That's what this has to do with. So pardon me for being excited for the future of my Arizona Cardinals. Now, I get it. When Hard Knocks happened, we all saw a level of humanity to the players, the coaches, and stuff like that. And I think that's one thing that Hard Knocks does very good at, right? To see that level of humanity and to see, hey, they're not just robots, right? They're people. There's no doubt in my mind that Cliff Kingsbury was a hard worker at what he does, right? Cliff Kingsbury was probably maybe the one of the most hard-working people in that office. He might have been. But the truth of the scenario here, ladies and gentlemen, we can't accept mediocrity. And honestly, what Cliff Kingsbury did in 4 years, I couldn't see another year of it. We needed a change. The locker room needed a change. And Michael Bidwill did us a huge favor here by doing the right thing. Here. Now let's go over these quick breaking news that we ended up coming up for the new people that did join here a little late. We did get some breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, for Steve Keim as well as Cliff Kingsbury, but this is the most recent one. Report. Sources. The Arizona Cardinals have fired Coach Cliff Kingsbury 1 year after giving him a contract extension. So it's done. Cliff is out. He's done with the organization. He's no longer the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals after receiving his extension. But not only that, ladies and gentlemen, we also got this. Jordan Schultz came out earlier, probably a few hours back, saying, as owner Michael Bidwill and the Arizona Cardinals enter the offseason, sources tell the Score that Steve Keim will not be retained as the GM, but the team isn't shutting down the door on him remaining with the franchise in a lesser capacity. So am I excited? Yes, I'm excited that he's stepping down from the GM role. Would I want him in the locker room? Do I want him anywhere within the organization? No, I don't. But I got to take my wins where I can take them, right? And it being that he's stepping down is a step in the right direction for the Arizona Cardinals. So that's the big breaking news that we ended up getting earlier today, ladies and gentlemen. And that has to do with Cliff Kingsbury being fired and relieved from his duties, as well as Steve Keim stepping down from the GM role, with the possibility of him staying in the organization. But I truly think because you're on a health leave, there might be a little bit to play with that, right? Because you can't fire somebody that's on leave, right? It's very touchy. It's very laws that get into place here. So there's a lot to kind of step back from that situation. But breaking news here, ladies and gentlemen, in the world of the Arizona Cardinals, and we are stepping in the right direction. And this is exactly what we needed to do to become a competent organization moving forward, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I know the biggest question that I have a lot of people, right? A lot of people out there saying, well, what about Kyler, right? Let's not worry about Kyler until next year. Let's see what Kyler does when he's healthy. And if we need to start saying some things, then we can humor that. But I'm still in the boat of seeing Kyler Murray with the new head coach. I want to see it. I would love to see him with the competent coach. I'm sorry, not competent. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. I want to see him with the coach that has proven his worth in the NFL. I'm not trying to diss on Cliff Kingsbury, although I have been for the past few weeks and months. He's a human. I get it. Let's move on. But I want to see Kyler. I want to see Kyler with a coach that has proven something in the NFL. That's what I would love. Let's see here. Ian Rappaport just tweeted that Vance Joseph is going to get, let me take a look here. Let me refresh my Twitter feed here real quick from Ian Rappaport. Okay, so now we got a new report coming up from Ian Rappaport. And this is what the report says here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me put the screenshot up in here on the screen. This is what the latest report is coming out saying pertaining to Vance Joseph. And here we go. Expect the Arizona Cardinals defensive coordinator Vance Joseph to get a long look for the head coach in Arizona, sources said. He is very respected in the building. This is the truth of the matter. I agree with the let's play it politically correct, ladies and gentlemen, right? He shouldn't be the next head coach of the Arizona Cardinals. Let's just put it that way. Vance Joseph should not be the next coach of the Arizona Cardinals. Point and blank. You want a facelift? You do the entire face. You got to do the whole thing. Rip it off. I think this report that's coming out, which I do think that the Cardinals may consider him, but I think in the grand scheme of things, if you can get a high coveted head coach like a Sean Payton, which there's reports out there saying that the Arizona Cardinals might be reaching out to Sean Payton for scheduling an interview. Hey, we need to keep all our eggs in a basket here, ladies and gentlemen. If we can get a Sean Payton, I think that's number one priority on the list. So I'm not mad at this report that came out. Like, truly, I'm not mad at it. I think it's the right thing for the Arizona Cardinals to say, because Vance Joseph is looking for a job as well, right? Defensive coordinator, head coach, anything like that. So you put something else like this, there's going to be other openings, right? There's going to be other positions opened out there. So this is just putting this guy in the best position to succeed. That's all it's doing here. I'm not worried about Vance Joseph. Truly, I'm not. I do agree that he should get fired, but let's wait. Let's wait for Sean Payton. If Sean Payton comes in, he might want to bring in his own defensive coordinator, right? And then we'll figure out from there. I don't think that he is going to. Let's not ruin our excitement right now. Let's not ruin our excitement. I appreciate the shout out though, man. I appreciate the shout out. Okay. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We have been over an hour mark. I think we hit the hour and 15 mark here. Thank you everybody for coming through. This is exactly what the Arizona Cardinals wanted to do, right? Or at least the fan base wanted the Arizona Cardinals to do this. And we have transpired to make the right decisions, and getting rid of Cliff Kingsbury and getting rid of Steve Keim, or at least having him step down, is exactly what we needed as a fan base. Truly. Thank you everybody so much for tuning in. This offseason is going to be wild. It's going to be a wild offseason. We're going to talk about potential head coach candidates. We're going to talk about the draft, because now we're sitting in the 3rd overall spot. We have so many things to talk about this offseason. So don't tune out. Don't tune out, ladies and gentlemen, at all. Don't tune out. There's still a lot of great news coming up from the Arizona Cardinals to draft the free agency, as well as the new head coach taking in the reins. And I can only imagine we're going to be getting a new head coach somewhere in January, maybe even in February, but definitely before free agency starts is going to be when we're going to be targeting our next head coach. So thank you everybody for tuning in. It's been an absolute pleasure. Breaking news did transpire on our live stream. The Black Monday edition has done very well for us. Thank you everybody for coming in. It's been an absolute pleasure. Smack the like button and subscribe to the Arizona Sports Fan here on YouTube. We're on the road to 11K. If you guys haven't already subscribed, definitely do me that huge favor and subscribe it up. Smack the like button. Do it for the Cardinals. Do it for Michael Bidwell. All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking to everybody. As always, have a great rest of your day, and go Cards.